Titled Awkward Moment from r/ChildFree. One of my acquaintances recently gave birth and asked me an awkward question as I was holding her baby.
Oh, God.
We've known each other for about 2 years, and she knows I don't want children because we've had this conversation multiple times. I have multiple reasons, but the main one is I want my freedom. I spent my entire childhood taking care of children that weren't mine, and my only escape was college. I watched my mother take her last breath after giving birth to my little brother. It was traumatic, but it made me who I am. So nothing in this world can convince me to become a mother, and she knows this. Also, side note, we worked at a daycare together, and that's how we met. She quit once she became pregnant because our boss was being a dick. Another story for another day. But I say all of that to say she knows I'm great with children and I don't hate kids and I would never hurt a child, even outside of a professional setting. I love that caveat. Like,
yeah,
she's chilling and nurturing kids in the daycare, but yeeting them out in the wild. Like, you mind if I just...
I'll nurture you here, but we're doing a fight club outside. Meet you in the parking lot, 3 p.m.
So she just had her baby last weekend and I came to visit her in the hospital and meet the baby. I held her baby for her so her mum could have a break and the nurse could tend to her needs. While we were catching up, she asked me, "So now that you see my baby, does it change your mind?" I laughed and said no.
Nope.
And said something about her baby being beautiful, but I already knew the damage was done once I said no. Her mum looked at me like I just said something horrid, like I wanted to kill her baby or something. It was so awkward. After a few minutes of awkward silence, I made up some excuse and left because I just felt so uncomfortable and put on the spot. Like, why would you ask that right now? And why is me not changing my mind such a bad thing? I was truly annoyed, to say the least.
Watching what just happened to you in this room? No, thank you. I'm good for now.
Girl, you literally look like you're about to pass away.
Yeah.
And that's why she's an acquaintance and not a friend, because I feel like a real friend would be able to empathize with me in my reasoning for not wanting kids, even if she doesn't want the same for her life. Yeah. It sucks finding out someone you spent so much time with doesn't understand you on a deeper level, but such is life. Seriously, how arrogant do you have to be like, I know that you are hardcore against this for your entire life, but now that you've seen that I've done it, surely you're going to validate what I've just done by making sure that you change your mind about that, because otherwise that's going to make me question all of my life choices.
Yeah. I did this for us so you could change. No.
I mean, sure, take that shit with a grain of salt, because you can say some fucked shit when you are freshly postpartum.
Yeah, and also, like, check in with her in, like, a week or so when she's not caked up to the eyeballs in fucking all the drugs.
Well, it was the opposite for me. When I first had Viridian, my obstetrician came and saw me after 3 days and I was a fucking mess.
Yeah.
And then she saw me a week later and I was doing so much better. I didn't know I was autistic at the time. So I'd gone home where my fridge was and my bed was and my environment was
and the
mine.
lights didn't buzz at the different hertz.
And she was like, I am amazed. She was expecting that I would be a PPD case.
Yeah.
Because I was not okay. And I'm like, I hadn't fucking slept for longer than 20 minutes at a time since you helped birth this child, Lyndall.
Yes. I'd like to be in a room where I wasn't recently fisted by a stranger. Because I have found out that's how they measure if your, like, cervix is done or if they need to rotate the baby.
Well, it is
and
just
I may end up having to fight a doctor.
It is just a 2 fingers thing, and then it's how wide they get across.
Yes.
How you tell, yeah.
Well, Chloe straight up told me she may end up with a doctor with her, like, their fist in her vag. And
sometimes that happens.
I'm just like, if I ain't doing it, they ain't doing it.
It does happen, and if an epidural is involved,
I may be jealous.
You'll be grateful for it.
And throw hands, but very likely will not be able to in that moment because I'll see how much pain you're in.
After Bub's out, you've then got to get the placenta out, and if it doesn't all come out, then that can
you got to give birth twice.
It's really significant issues if you now have deteriorating tissue that has not been properly expelled. If you've had an epidural, they're throwing that back and they are going uterus deep in you to scoop the rest of it out.
Get the gurney out. We'll be right.
But yeah, if you haven't had the epidural, then it's surgery.
Yeah. No, we are very much looking for a mobile epidural so that she can still move around. And I have been told that if they try to stick her with anything but a mobile epidural, I am to throw hands. And I am happy to throw hands at all times.
I'm picturing like a Ron Swanson style like license that just says I can do what I want.
Yeah.